Welcome back to Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. We are currently still very close to the beginning of the game, and we have some new deployments available. I think this was one of the ones that popped up last time, and Kepra's mission here is one of the ones that popped up last time. We haven't quite unlocked anything hidden yet. We'll get to that later. This one here is our first boss battle, in which there's actually one of the Necron lords. We're not going to be doing this one for a long time because these battles are, as you can see here, hard, and going into them at where we're currently at will just get completely decimated. One of the things is almost all of these missions give us some sort of like boon. In this case, this one gives us troop deployment cost reduced, which is actually really nice. But today we're actually doing Kepra's Consolidation quest. It says Subdomina Kepra has requested aid in taking the pressure off her Skitarii troops. Collapsing key areas of the Tomb of Acropis will hinder enemy movement and stop them from overwhelming the Skitarii. So we need to support Kepra in creating a defensive position. Two things out of this: we unlock the Skitarii Vanguard Alpha level 1, and we gain a new Tech Priest. We're going to be facing some Flayed Ones and Death Marks. I think this is the first time we've seen them so far, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. The only thing we have right now are servitors. They don't cost any Blackstone. I think I've talked about this before. As we unlock new things, they will. And I think, did we come across a... Yes, we did. We have a couple new canticles. There we go. I almost lost it. We have Blessings of the Omnissiah, and we have Cant of the Craft. Now, we already have 2 Cant of the Crafts. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the better one, which is +9. And then I actually want to change the other Cant of the Craft to the Blessings of the Omnissiah, which will give us 3 cognition points. I do not believe there's any more Cants for not using canticles, so we're just gonna I'm sorry, we don't get any more canticles for not using canticles. There we go. So we're good to just use these freely since we have all 3 Cant of the Crafts. And let's deploy. Do not relish this mission, Subdomina Kepra. I ascertain this from your pupil dilation and nervous system stress levels. Thanks. Even in victory, the men and women on the ground suffer, but that is not something I imagine troubles a Magos. Some tech priests choose to excise the emotional centers of their brains, especially when they reach the rank of Magos. I did not. I have fought under plenty of magi who had no emotion at the loss of men and women in combat. I am glad to know I'm not doing that again. I'm capable of quarantining emotions in my neurovaults and choosing to experience them if they are beneficial. I am not ruled by them, but I'm not ignorant of them either. That is why casualty rates on missions under my command are 11.7% below the average. I'll take that as a good omen. Subdomina Kepra, how goes your attempts of establishing a foothold on Silvati Nebros with our main forces? Operations in the Tomb of Acropis are continuing, Magos, but the enemy is pressing our perimeter hard. It is impossible to explore the tomb if all my troops are tied up, keeping themselves from being overrun. I see. The enemy is aware of our presence. It seems like it. They're not just attacking at random. The Necrons are exerting pressure at key points, hoping we falter. Logic demands a response. Ignoring this predicament invites defeat. Your solution? With your help, collapse the tomb on them first. All right. I have plotted 4 locations in the Tomb of Acropis. If these are made impassable with demolition charges, the Necrons won't have run of their own tomb anymore. My cohort will see this done. Once the key points are blocked, the Necrons will be funneled into our crossfires. They'll spend a lot more lives testing our defenses. I am not certain the Necrons can be accurately said to have lives. Well, whatever they have, they're going to lose a lot of them. Go Kepra. Alright, well, we have limited space that we can go to start off with, so let's find out what we've got. We've got 2 different glyphs here. The one on the... My phone just went off, so I can't actually see my glyph guide. Nice. This one will grant us health, which is not particularly useful here. And this one will grant us Blackstone. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that Blackstone. Sorry, I didn't read that. I never end up reading the things. A single port designed for a Necron canoptic creature exudes from the device. I missed what it said. I never read those. I don't know why. The explosive charge is put in place, but minuscule Necron scarab constructs emerge from apertures in the walls, evidently intent on devouring the explosives before they can go off. Let's see here. I have to scroll my notes. I'm back here. We've got Cork the Valves, which loses HP, Explosive Haste, which will lose HP for our entire cohort, and Bug Extermination, which will increase our initiative but give us Blackstone. I think here the Cork the Vents is actually the best one. Kinda sucks, but we'll be okay. The cohort use sealant compounds to fill in the holes from which the tiny scarabs are scuttling. The trooper who elects to perform this deed suffers dozens of small bites as the scarabs try to devour him, but thankfully their attention are taken off the explosives long enough for them to be successfully set. All right, so it looks like we've got one objective here, and I think the best way to go about that is to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like that's gonna be the shortest route, and the glyphs might be useful here. Let's find out what they've got. I'll actually read the things this time. Let's see, what does it say? A single port designed for a Necron canoptic creature extrudes from the device. So they're all the same. The one on the left is for health, and the one on the right is negative health. So I guess we'll grab this one, and maybe it'll heal the one. We did. We healed one of our guys for 2 hit points, which is actually really nice. All right, several Necron skulls are carved into the walls of this chamber, all arranged looking at a central pedestal holding up a globe. So no Xenos tech for us, we will lose hit points. Inspect the globe, we will lose hit points. And examine the faces, we will get cognition points. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. The eyes of the Necron heads appear to be hollow. On closer inspection, each conceals a weapon muzzle. The cohort watches for signs of a booby trap and note a subtle pressure plate in the floor around the globe. They move on with a new understanding of Necron cunning. All right, next. Chastisement? Yeah, good luck. Of the menials on the Adeptus Mechanicus will follow. Failure of maintenance, observations, inexcusable. The detonator of this charge appears to be a dud. Some menial must have neglected to perform the required anti-corrosion rites. That's a thing. Okay, if we use force, we will lose hit points. If we repair, we will get cognition points. And if we replace, we will gain awakening. So we're going to repair to gain cognition point. I meant to read that. It's fine. I'm just excited to get to the battle, apparently. Okay, let's turn the map a little bit here and zoom out so we can see what we're dealing with. We must survive 4 rounds of this battle. And let's see, there's one of the panels here. So we're gonna be taking a little bit of awakening in this battle. There's nothing we can really do about that. I'm gonna go ahead and plop our servitors just kind of out and about. This one should take fire from this Necron warrior. This one I'm hoping will be attacked by these scarabs. Ow. Now the scarabs have a tendency to go past what they're fighting in order to then come back. I've seen this before. I'm not entirely sure why they do that, but I'm also not really going to complain. Now the fun thing about this is we're gonna send the servitor out here because he'll try and move away, which should give us an opportunity attack. Additionally, we have to survive several rounds in order to get this. So just be aware that things are going to be coming for us. Like this is This is not it. Okay. Let's move a little bit this way. And I'm actually gonna try and get this guy the acid if I can. Ah, well that also works well. And then I'm gonna move him kind of into a corner here. For this guy in particular, because of I kind of know what's gonna happen here, I wanna make sure to kind of keep him safe. All right, now the scarabs are gonna, this guy's already used his opportunity attack, so he's not gonna get that. Oh, he's going down. That's unfortunate. Already knew that was gonna happen, unfortunately, but that is okay. Let me see here. I'm actually going to take out this guy if I can. I wasn't able to fully take that guy out. Let's see. Okay. That's gonna be an unfortunate circumstance, but let's go ahead and move away. We're gonna get an opportunity attack from the scarab. Ow. That acid is not nice. It's gonna be a pain. The damage was at least absorbed. They only do a little bit of damage, and that acid is gonna last 2 turns. We're probably gonna want to heal this guy. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come around the corner here, and I'm gonna start heading this way. That works, actually. All right, now with all of that, we start a new round, so we should just have to survive 2 more rounds. Here's the next round. Now for this, I actually do want to drop off both of our servitors. And I do want to start moving in those servitors that I have. Again, I don't really care if these guys die because we don't really get anything for them. Hoping that would last longer, but apparently not. Okay. Let's start here. This one's gonna go. Okay. Let's go ahead and move this guy up, actually, and have him do a physical attack. So that actually takes care of that guy, and I'm gonna move back in hopes that he will take on the servitor, and that's fine if he takes him out. Okay, this servitor can't quite get to where we're going, but I do want to move him down here anyway, and just let him rest. That scarab is gonna heal, actually. Completely forgot about him, actually. I couldn't see him. That's all right. Then what I want to do, let's move this guy forward. Now this guy here, let's go ahead and let's start taking out those servitors if I can. They're gone now, all right. I can move here to do this. Hopefully. Okay, that guy just went down. I want to come up here to actually scan this. Now we have to survive 2 rounds, which is a problem because we're going to be going up to 3 awakenings. So let's go ahead and take this out, or at least start to take it out. It's actually got a ton of hit points. Got 4 of them? Holy crap. Okay, so now we can wait. Now, next round. Oh, right, this guy's gonna count down for reanimation protocol, but we've got more enemies coming in. We've got a new enemy here. What is this vile mix of flesh and machine? Is this a form of Necron in its infant state? What has Gavola got to say? Uncertainty statement loaded. unsure of light form progression path, diagnosing possible outcomes, signs of degradation, deformed segmentation, and physiological deformities, possible solutions, infant disease, parasitic life form that represents form of ripped flesh. Should I continue? That's enough, Scaevola. I believe we are not the ones to diagnose Necron health, but instead be their executioners. I am mostly concerned for my troops' morale. There have been reports of Skitarii disappearing in these tombs, and I believe I now know why. Skitarii lives are less than Archaeotech, STC fragments, and mission. How supportive of you, Redditus. Okay, we got 2 new things here that we have never faced before. And the first thing I'm actually going to do is use the servo skull. Let's actually use it on the death mark here. He's got 7 hit points, which is a lot. But essentially the death marks are what I would consider a pain, because they have a tendency to do things we don't want, actually. Let's start by targeting... Let me actually target the death mark, and I'll show you what I mean. Maybe we have seen these. It's just been a while. Like, a few days since I've recorded. We have faced these guys because I've seen this before while we've done this. I mean, I've fought these guys a million times, but... Now he should phase shift after being hit, and we'll continue to take care of him. I don't... Oh, I can move. He's not quite aimed the right way. Oh, I don't have cognition points for that. You know what? That's fine. We're gonna have to get rid of that guy in a second. Now, you may note here that we can't really use this guy, so I'm gonna go ahead and, how many hit points does he have? You know, we're gonna move anyway, and the reason I wanna do that is I wanna get rid of that Overwatch, so he's no longer guarded. And I'm hoping, come on. It's fine. We're all fine here. What a pain, but that's fine. Now I'm gonna have this guy go ahead and take out this guy, because he's getting really close to reanimating, and we don't like that. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, dude. All right, let's go ahead and finish this off. That way we don't go to 3 Awakening. And I want to go ahead and check out this guy now. So he has 5 hit points. He's not very strong. It was one of the things that's actually really nice about those guys. Let's go ahead and move forward. I want to take out the corpses if I can. More importantly, that guy's out of range. Okay, here's what we're gonna do then. I can grab this cognition even though it's out of range. Let's go ahead and still out of range. I want you to die. Thank you. Okay. We'll talk more about those guys later because they're definitely gonna come up again. But they're a pain. And they're kind of gross too for a variety of reasons. All right, we've got our final group of enemies that we now need to finish off. All right, let's go all out with these guys to take them out, starting with, sure. Let's go ahead and get a ranged attack on this guy. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just wait for a moment and just, actually, no, for this I'm gonna delay turns and let these guys move closer. Delay return as well. If we can do this right, we should actually be able to take out these guys. Let's start with you. And unlikely. I'm actually going to move him through here to get both of those cognitions. So let's start with that. And then I'm going to move him all the way down here. If this works, we should be good. Let's actually restore hit points on him. Make absolutely positively sure we're good there, and we should be able to finish this guy off, which ends the battle. There was really no way to lower our awakening there, which is unfortunate, but it is a thing. And I believe previously I've gotten 2 awakening, and I've gotten 2, so I think we're good. The last demolition charge brings down another section of the tomb. The most heavily used routes around the tomb are now cut off, and the Necrons will be forced to fight on Skitarii terms from now on. Servants of the Omnissiah will live now, who would otherwise die, Majos. My thanks for sending your tech priest to the aid of my troops. We will profit nothing on this world if our troops on the ground cannot keep the tombs open until we can ascertain the threat they contain. It is simple logic, Subdomina. Maybe, but nevertheless, I thank you. Few Skitarii have much reason to expect a tech priest to come to their aid so directly. We are used to being disposable. My emotional cores return dismay and anger whenever a Skitarii is described as disposable. No one is disposable so long as they do the Omnissiah's work. Thus it is written. I'm actually kind of surprised because, yeah, the Skitarii, actually most troops in the Warhammer universe are seen as disposable, so it's pretty rough. Okay, so we've actually managed to do all that. We got a little bit of money. None of our tech priests were damaged, so we didn't take any Blackstone loss. And we have unlocked a few new things, so that's really exciting. Ooh, and we completed 5 missions, so we unlocked Litany of Life, which restores 10 HP on the active unit, which is actually really nice. Oh, we scanned 24 Necrons, so the next 4 attacks will ignore all armor. Also very, very useful. We performed 50 energy attacks, so our next attack will break 2 energy armor. Can be useful depending on what you're doing, but that ignore armor I find to be more useful overall. Well, first thing, let's talk about our new guys here. We've got the Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. They've got a taser, which deals area damage, and it's a single target melee attack upon hitting target, turns into a cone area attack, triggers an opportunity attack, deals 2 to 4 energy damage, and then deals 1 energy damage to chain targets, because it kind of basically, like it's electricity damage essentially, like it's energy, and it spreads out. I never use these guys. In fact, there's another one that's actually a couple other ones that are melee, and I don't ever use them because I prefer to be ranged. Personal way of dealing with things. Additionally, we have a new tech priest. Yay! So we are now at 3 tech priests, and what I want to do with this guy is I want to unlock the first of the Dominus stuff, which gives +4 range, which is the first thing, and then I want to go ahead and also unlock the leg augments. I could possibly upgrade one more time if I really wanted to, but I don't, so I'm not going to. For this guy, I want to go ahead and equip the same stuff that we're currently using. Actually, I'm going to start with the arc pistol. I don't know when we unlock that. And then I want to give them the macro stubber, which uses cognition. And in fact, I'm gonna head over to the one that's got the Dominus, that's got more stuff, and I want to replace that with the arc pistol. Now the arc pistol does exactly the same thing as the unit I was just talking about that does the spray, the cone damage. This does that. I find this more useful because it helps with crowd control, like a lot. So we're gonna be going with that. We've got some new deployments. We've got our first of the heretic stuff. This is a lie. Down here it says difficulty easy. That is a lie. Don't trust that. It's just not. Like, don't touch that. Like, do not touch this until you are able to do hard missions. We also unlocked Rose's first mission, which I don't think we're going to be doing for a little bit. We have some new stuff that we haven't seen before, and the weapons that come from Roe are actually fairly nice. We haven't unlocked anything else there. We have 2 missions that are, well, we've got Vidix's mission that's still there, which unlocks the Rust Stalker. Ooh, and this is an STC fragment that gives us some fun stuff. We'll talk about that whenever we do that. But I want to do Kepra's mission next because it will increase our cognition gauge, but we also unlock the Skitarii Vanguard, which are the first of the cohort troops that I will be using on a regular basis. Actually very, very useful allies to have with us. So that'll all be next time though. For now, we're just gonna chill. I'll see you guys then.